strengthening you. So not only will it help you day to day, but also when we get back to doing CrossFit and the things we love. First one is going to be a bit of a full body opener. It's really quite nice, so let's get into it. You're going to need a foam roller or something similar. Lying side. Lift one knee up as high as you can, as if we're going to do the crocodile turnovers. Rather than do that this time, what we're going to do is grab our back foot with a hand, leave it tucked behind us, and all we're going to do from there is just rotate our shoulder back, so keep it locked in the socket, not hunched. We'll square ourselves off, and just twist back round, driving the knee away from the body slightly, as low as we can. Nice big exhale, and then rotate back. Right? So generally I'd recommend going for reps of this one, about 8 to 12, or you can hold it for a little bit and try and have a play of where that knee sits, and you stretch when you're down there to get into it a little bit more if you want. So spin round so you can see how I get into it. From there, lifting the top leg up onto the foam roller, my bottom hand's out in front. I'm going to reach behind, grab my back foot, shoulders back, and then just rotating round as far as I can and trying to get this shoulder to eventually drop to the floor. Come back, focus on my breathing, and that's just going to do a little bit of everything: hips, chest, shoulder blade, obliques, all things that start to get quite tight from sitting down too much. Next, we're going to look at a little squat variation. This will help us later on when we're doing the overhead squats, so looking at squatting overhead with dumbbells, or in the gym with the barbell. It's a really good progression, but it's also going to be perfect for fixing your posture at home, building the strength and spending more time in that squat shape, which is what we want to be doing throughout lockdown as much as possible, so we come back to the gym, it all feels that bit smoother. So what we're going to do is grab a very light weight. Doesn't matter what weight you grab, as long as it's relatively light for you. We're going to come down into our deep squat, or as deep as we can get. So if that's here, that's fine, or if it's right down here, that's fine as well. Drive the hips forward, chest up, and from there all we're going to work on is just tucking the elbows in, pressing up overhead as far as we can, come back down. Right, just going to try and rep these out. Drive up, overhead, back down. Oh, lost my grip a little bit on that one. Drive up, lock out, and back down. Right? It's going to work on your mobility, strength, and endurance. Right? If you want, you can start work on it as you're pressing overhead, standing as well, or you can just hold it down there and do 10 reps or so down in that position for 3 sets. It's not easy. You might find that you get stuck part of the way up. That's fine. Just hold it there and try and work on your strength to that range, and then keep working on the other overhead mobility drills I've been doing. Over time it will progress, but the more you can keep building that strength, the better. Alright? The next set of exercises we've got is some little rehab exercises to keep your shoulders healthy. So, first one being from there, we're going on our hands and knees. We're going to pull up through the elbow to 90 degrees, not into the shoulder, right? So when you keep that shoulder locked down and away from the ear, from there we're going to rotate as high as we can, press out, lock out, come back, keep the same height, rotate down and down to the floor. Right? What I'm trying not to do is twist as I go. I'm trying to keep my body the same height, squeeze my bum nice and tight, that 50-pound note up, rotate, lock in, drive out as far as I can, full extension, pull back, pause, rotate, down. Don't just fire yourself through it, try and separate those movements, really build that control and feel it working. Alright? That's where you're going to get the most benefit from it. Second one is a variation of one we did from the floor. Holding the arm out on an angle, we're going to rotate the shoulder back slightly. So rather than having it turned in, we just want that little twist round, locking it nice and tight, and then I'm just going to try and lift up as high as we can in a Y shape. Again, not twisting. That's almost going to try and keep ourselves flat and lift through the shoulder blade as high as we can. come back down nice and slow. We're going to try and get, as we come up, don't just stop there, we'll lift right through the shoulder blade, high as we can, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, slowly back down, nice and controlled. So first one, coming up, pressing out, I'll go for 8 to 10. Second, where you hold for about 5 seconds at the top, and a nice slow descent. I'll do about 5 or 6 reps, because it's going to hurt a lot more. Both arms, 2 to 3 rounds, and yeah, your shoulders should be pretty fried from that, but what you'll find is, you'll start to correct your posture, and all your overhead stability work will start to feel much more secure, much more stable. Okay? So, have a go guys, enjoy. Any questions, as always, please just drop me a message and ask. Alright, take care.